being discriminated against because of your gender, and not being treated equally because you're either a guy or a girl.
Think about gender inequality and like pay differences and just like how certain like men and women are stereotyped just because they are a man or a woman.
But sexism gets a really bad rap. There's the feminist group and the meninist group, which are both groups that work towards equal rights for both genders, and I think that they just get a bad rap because of the media.
The way that women are treated in society versus the way that men are treated, and the fact that men inherently have privilege over women.
I was in ROTC in high school, and I got promoted to squad leader, but it was kind of hard to get some of the people to listen to me. One guy in particular, I gave him an order and he was like, ooh, someone's on their period, and like ignored what I said, and for like the rest of the semester he just pretty much ignored me and made a joke about me being on my period anytime I gave him an order that he should have followed because I was a squad leader. So there's that. I work at Harris Teeter, and girls are not allowed to be scheduled as baggers because only guys can like get the carts and everything. So that's an example at work where females are definitely treated differently than guys are.
Yeah, at the workplace, like I have guy managers and they always like hit on you, or they just like bump you and kind of touch you like more than they should. So I would say that's sexism, and they think that you're incompetent of like carrying something, and they're like, well, get one of the cooks, one of the guys to do it for you and stuff.
I think sexism presents itself in many different forms, one being the wage gap, which is that to every man's dollar, a woman makes 83 cents.
Oh yeah, all the time, every day. Here at my workplace, if I'm outside getting carts, people will ask me if I need help because I'm a little lady. Or I've been on a register before and I've just been a little short, and they'll say, you're not going to get a husband, that tone of voice. And I'm like,
no, because whenever you hear like a guy being a nurse, some people kind of like, you know, I don't know, they react to it in a negative way because they feel like only girls can be nurses. So a guy being a nurse is being sexist against guys. There we go.
Being like a female, like we experience it, and then males, like they're stereotyped to be masculine and strong, and if they don't like sports, they're looked down upon, and if they don't look like they're super fit, then they're looked down upon as well.
No, I do think that it affects both genders. When somebody says female, you usually think, you know, pretty and pink and emotional, and then when somebody thinks male, they think tough and trucks and shit, and it doesn't always have to be that way. And then in another form, Donald Trump, for example, banning transgenders from joining the military. It's both genders.
oh, I think that men can experience sexism in that they're told not to feel emotions, and they're told to bottle up their feelings, and when like male victims of sexual assault are definitely downplayed. But I think that women face more and worse problems than men.
I don't know, because like it's just so deep rooted. I don't know how we can like change it. There's just some things that we're socialized into, and you know, girls have certain roles and guys have certain roles, and it's kind of hard to like break out of it. So I don't know how you can combat it, to be honest.
I think just like education, that like no one has to act a certain way just because they're a certain gender. That like women don't have to wear dresses, and like men don't have to be all strong and muscular and go to the gym like 3 times a week. So just that.
I think one of the first things we need to do is regulate media exploitation, And the second thing would definitely be considering who we put into office. It's not really beneficial when the President of the United States, or the Vice President for that matter, endorses social issues.
Raise awareness and advocate for more women in government and more women to voice their opinions, and just educate not only women but men on the issues so that we can face them head on.